taskers over to them to afflict them with heavy burdens. They built for Pharaoh stores, Pithom and Ramesses, but the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied, and the more they spread abroad. And the Egyptians were in dread of the people of Israel. So they ruthlessly made the people of Israel work as slaves. This is in Exodus chapter 1, 8 through 13.
How late is it?
It's almost time for supper.
But how late is it? It feels really late.
Yes, but asking me how late it is isn't going to make supper ready any faster.
But it
will be ready when it's ready.
But it feels really late. It must be really near sundown.
Why do you keep asking me how late it is? Can't you see for yourself? Look outside and see.
Yes, Mother, I can see that. But where are Father and Daniel? It feels late for them to come home.
Oh, yes, you're right. They are normally home by now. Well, how's that mending coming along?
There is not much left, Mother. Why don't we just replace it? I'm having to make patches of the patches now.
Naomi, you know that's not much of an option. We have to make these last until the next Egyptian ration of cloth. Then we can talk about new tunics.
Oh, Mother, they're here.
Supper is nearly ready. Why so late today?
The Egyptians had us break ground on the new storehouse today. Isaac twisted an ankle when setting the post, which left Daniel and I the only ones left to dig out the other post holes.
Oh my Lord, how many were there?
There are 24. It's a large storehouse.
They claim it will hold more grain than the last. So hopefully grain rations will increase over the winter.
Don't let your mind wander too far, son. There was plenty of grain last season, and the Egyptians still shorted our ship.
Here's your tunic, Father. Sorry, I did the best I could.
It's okay, Naomi. I know you did what you could. The Egyptians promised more is coming, but I don't see it. Our grain is running out. We have no more cloth rations till next year. The only thing left is prayer, but what good does it do?
Enoch, please, don't talk like that in front of us.
Why not? Don't pretend you don't feel it too. Adonai has abandoned us here. Whatever promise was made to Abraham years ago seems to have been forgotten. Our people have been enslaved for 400 years. This is how it will always be.
Well, there's at least plenty for supper tonight. Supper's ready, everyone.
Oh, it smells so delicious. You really know how to season those lentils.
Just make sure you don't take more than your share tonight.
Well, I didn't see you digging hole after hole tonight.
That's because I was patching hole after hole today.
Children, enough.
Yes, you both do your share. Perhaps one day it will be better, but for now, let us try to enjoy what we have.
Bless you again, Joanna, for sharing this wonderful meal.
You're welcome. Obviously, one of the perks of Chuza's new position is enjoying a portion of Herod's table.
It's very generous of you to share. I didn't even remember what beef was supposed to taste like with all these new Roman restrictions. Why, I could barely provide enough food to go around the last Shabbat.
The Roman taxes have been a bit stricter lately, haven't they?
It was delicious. You and your husband are very hospitable. I haven't enjoyed a meal like this in a long time.
Yes, it was so wonderful to have you here, Mary. We've missed you so much.
Well, thank you. I know you're being polite. You both know I wouldn't have been good company.
Nonsense. We would welcome you anytime.
Yes, the cursing and violent outbursts could have made the table lively, though.
Yes, it would have. I just feel brand new again, learning how to live for the first time. Almost as if, I don't know how to explain it, as if I've been born again. I've been given a second chance, and everything is brighter.
And all this from the man from the river? What's his name again? You know, the dirty fella who eats bugs.
John?
Yes.
No, it wasn't him. It was the man that he pointed to, the Nazarene carpenter on the shoreline. Like I said, I tried to get away because the second I laid eyes on him, the monsters inside were terrified. But his eyes met mine and I couldn't move.
That's incredible. Even your voice sounds different than I remember. You're so much lighter.
I feel lighter. I'm set free. And Susanna, there's something I haven't told you. I don't mean to come across the wrong way, but he asked for you.
For me? What do you mean?
After he, released me, and his disciples were dismissing the few that remained, he pulled me aside, and he asked me to tell my friend, whom no one could help, that he's looking forward to helping her the same way he helped me.
But I'm not like you were. It's just a little cough.
It's not just a cough, Susanna. You haven't been well. You barely have any energy anymore. It's as if you've aged 10 years in 10 days.
Thanks, Joanna. I'm really feeling the love.
Oh, stop. You know what I mean.
Susanna, if he can do what he did for me, what's the harm in meeting him?
I don't know. I'm curious, of course, but I don't know.
I thought I was beyond help, too. I'd given up and given into the idea that I'd never be myself again. But I want this for you. I want you to feel the way I do again.
Fine. I don't want to expect anything. I don't even know what to expect.
Neither do I.
Yes, but we will be there with you. This is someone I've just got to see for myself as well.
During those many days, the king of Egypt died, and the people of Israel groaned because of their slavery and cried out for help. Their cry for rescue from slavery came up to God. And God heard their groaning, and God remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, with Jacob. God saw the people of Israel, and God knew.
Do you think they'll be late again today?
Naomi, you know worrying about the hour they come home will not make them come home any faster.
Oh, I'm not worried. I'm just hangry.
Mother, Naomi, you won't believe it.
What is it? What's wrong?
He came out of nowhere. He had a staff and threw it. And mother, it was a snake. And then he poured some water on the ground, and it was all bloody and
Where is Father? What are you talking about?
Hallelujah, hallelujah, family.
What is going on?
Praise God for the Almighty. Here's our cry.
Enoch, what are you talking about?
Do you remember the story our parents told us where Pharaoh commanded that all Hebrew boys were to be thrown in the river? And our people told stories about a man who was raised in the royal palace but killed an Egyptian and ran into the wilderness?
Yes, I remember.
he came back.
Will you calm yourself and let me tell it? His name is Moses. He's come from Midian and from Adonai. He encountered the Lord our God in the wilderness. He come to set us free from the Egyptians.
But Father, haven't you said that God has forgotten us? That's why we're here?
I know that's what I said, and I was wrong. I shouldn't have doubted Adonai, but this man performed miracles. He threw his staff down and it became a snake, only to turn back to a staff when he grabbed it. He poured water to the earth and it became blood in the sand. And he brought us God's name.
God's name?
Yahweh.
Will you let me tell it? Moses said that I am Yahweh. Our Adonai appeared to him to set his people free. Our days of slavery are coming to an end.
Oh,
When will this happen?
I'm gonna go start packing.
Wait, Naomi, be patient for a while. Moses and his brother Aaron are going to talk to Pharaoh in the morning and demand he let us go worship Yahweh in the desert. We will know when we are leaving then.
Easy, guys, yes.
And they were all amazed. So they questioned among themselves, saying, "What is this? A new teaching with authority? He commands even the unclean spirit, and they obey him." And at once his fame spread everywhere, throughout all the surrounding regions of Galilee.
No, I mean, I very much understand why you're curious.
Yes, but it's your life. I don't mean to cast any judgments on you by asking.
Well, I don't mind sharing. It's just like I was living another life, another person's life, a very, very dark life. I don't think I'm ready to share the details.
Oh, no, Mary. No, I mean, when you're ready to talk about it, I will absolutely listen. But when I asked what it was like, I meant what it was like with Jesus. What did it feel like to be set free?
Oh, what was it like to be set free by Jesus? It's wonderful. It's like,
It feels like the world is brand new again.
Susanna!
It's beyond words. I didn't feel this good when I was a young girl. It's as if I was bathed in a warm light.
as if the earth lost every shade or shadow.
And there's a melody in your soul that never ends.
Yes. Oh, ladies, this is Salome. Her sons are followers of Jesus.
Are you the mother of James and John?
Yes, and the wife of Zebedee.
Well, come in. Tell us what happened.
So, after you two had left, Jesus had pulled me aside. He asked me if I wanted to be set free. I didn't really understand why he would ask such a thing at first. I mean, of course I wanted to be healthy again, but then he said, "Woman, show me your faith." And I started to talk about my prayer life, my devotion with Adonai, but as I spoke, I noticed so much forgetfulness and distance in my answers, so much so that I began to weep in front of him, as if I was confessing my unbelief to Adonai himself. It was a bit embarrassing.
She composed herself very well, though. I've seen much worse. You haven't seen ugly cry until you've seen fishermen break down over rips in their nets.
Oh, this is so interesting. Keep going.
Well, I told him my faith is too quiet to hear anymore. And he took my hand, looked me in the eye, and said, "Susanna, I can hear it. Your faith has saved you. Be well." And then I stopped.
Stop what?
Stop coughing. Stop being sick. Stopped it all. Haven't you noticed?
Well, yes, of course. Susanna, we were expecting a bit more of a climax here.
Yes, you built this story about your suffering, realizing it was your suffering faith, and then he just healed you, and that's it?
Yes, that's it. I don't know what else to say.
We might need to work on your storytelling a bit is all. What if he asked you to share your witness with others?
I met Jesus. He healed me. That's it.
Okay, fine. I'll try to incorporate a little more of an ending there. I don't know who would want to hear about me anyway, all the way out there in the woods by the Jordan.
He's actually not going to be staying there. James and John have told me he's going to be traveling all over Galilee and Judea. He very well may ask you to share your story some night.
Oh, he's got all those men following him? No one is going to listen to my story. Who would believe it?
We believe it.
Jesus did say he called all those men for the very specific purpose of spreading his message. Why shouldn't we assume that he's called us for the same reason?
I'll let Chusa know what's been happening as well. He's told me that Herod himself is eager to meet Jesus based on all the stories he's been hearing.
Is that a good thing?
Why wouldn't it be? If Jesus is looking to spread his message, what better way than to reach the powerful, the ones who have the ability to spread it even more? Salam, did James or John say when they would be back around Capernaum?
Jesus does not always reveal exactly where they are going or what they're going to be doing, but I can tell you what they said.
Don't let the bed bugs.
Voiceover. After Moses and Aaron went and said to Pharaoh, "Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, let my people go, that they may hold a feast to me in the wilderness." But Pharaoh said, "Who is the Lord, that I should obey his voice and let Israel go? I do not know the Lord, and moreover, I will not let Israel go."
They look so peaceful now, resting like that. Maybe we should get some sleep too.
In a little while. I'm so exhausted. I don't know if I can fall asleep. I can't stop going over it in my mind. I saw what Moses did. I saw God Almighty working through his signs. Where is his deliverance?
I know. Instead of salvation, I feel as if we've been enslaved all over again. I don't know what to do tomorrow. I have found every spare stalk and strand of straw that I could today, and it still wasn't enough to make all the bricks they demanded.
Am I a fool? Were we deceived by some kind of magic? The elders were voting on banishing Moses from our camp today. Man has brought us nothing but angry slave drivers. Oh,
Here, I'll get you a fresh dressing. And all this was because Moses and Aaron asked Pharaoh for permission to worship the Lord?
this is how our God repays us for our efforts to stay faithful to him. Maybe it'd be worthwhile to worship the God of the Nile. What's his name? Happy, isn't it? The river never seems to disappoint by giving life to this desert.
Husband, please don't speak that way. It hurts my soul to see you lose faith.
Well, what am I to have faith in? I know the stories of our ancestors and how God moved them. And I hear the promises of how God is going to bring us to the future. But where is the God of the present? Where is the God that promises our deliverance? Because here we are, whipped worse than ever, slaves to a people that live in luxury by our poverty.
I hear you, and maybe the Lord does too. Tomorrow will tell. Let's go to sleep.
Also unfair how their bodies will recover so much faster. When do we become so old?
Who are you calling old?
Daniel was so strong, endured so much today. I kept going. I remember having that kind of determination. Where do I find that kind of faith?
Like you said, he's young. So I'd suppose you'd have to trust like a child again. Trust that you will get rest tonight. Trust that you will be refreshed tomorrow. Trust that God will provide that for you.
My faith, wish there was a solid rock, some strong foundation I could. I want to trust in that, and I really do. I just need.
Hear it anymore. Look, Mary, I respect what you've done for you and for your family, Salome, but this is just insulting.
But Joanna, you've been blessed.
Exactly. Chusa and I have prayed and prayed for his hard work to be noticed, for Herod to finally see and understand. Should we have to apologize for Adonai's blessings on our lives?
No, of course not.
Oh, but there comes the Messiah, healing the sick, casting out demons, and punishing the faithful. Okay, I have been nothing but supportive and excited for you two to watch what God has done in your lives. Why would Adonai hate the rich? Because of the very riches that he gave them.
Joanna, listen. You're right. You've been blessed by God.
When Jesus said that money acts as a wall between man and God, I don't think he was speaking against you and Chusa.
Well, then how did you hear it? Because what he said makes me doubt he's from God at all. Adonai can't bless someone with the life they have and then demand that they give it up as if it was meaningless. That makes no sense.
Well, what if the life you were given by God and all the blessings and gifts that come with it, what if Adonai gave you those things so that you had something to give him in return?
How do you mean?
Well, when James was born, and then John, Zebedee and I were thrilled to be blessed with 2 sons. I know they were gifts from Adonai, 2 capable sons to carry on the family name and business. But when Jesus came and called my sons away, honestly, I felt a bit cheated at first, as if God had given, then God had taken back the very blessings he gave us. But after meeting Jesus, I was proud that I had not just 1, but 2 sons that I could give back to him.
Well, I'm too young to have sons to give, but I can agree that I have no regrets living my life in support of Jesus' ministry. How do I say it? I had my life, but to lose it for the sake of following him, I feel like I've gained it back.
So when Jesus says that wealth is a wall to God, that's not talking about money as a sin?
I think that Jesus means that it can be a wall to God.
Imagine if Zebedee and I had said no to James and John, if we selfishly clung to the gifts that Adonai gave us in them and refused the call of Jesus on their life.
Or if after Jesus released me, I used the new life that he gave me to chase after men and my own desires.
Or if I told no one about the healing that Jesus brought about in my life. I want to share the treasures of my life that Jesus gave me, and I want to give it back to him in thanksgiving. Don't you do that already? Don't you do that too already, Joanna?
You've opened your home to us and the disciples when they are near. You provided food for their journey. You've even given donations to help them along the road.
I see Chusa's position in Herod's palace as a door for Jesus, not a wall. It could be a wall, but Joanne, you've made it a door.
I thought I was using it as a door too. That's why it hurt to hear Jesus say those things.
I think it's a warning. Jesus never said that money was sinful, but I have heard him say that loving it was.
I do enjoy the comfort of having it. Is that sinful?
I think I better just mention Jesus' words again. Wealth can act as a wall between man and God.
Our situation is God-given, but we are to trust in Adonai and have faith in him, not in what he has or has not given us.
Whether we have wealth or not.
Well, I'll make sure to remember that. It's hard to see outside my own home and realize that Jesus may be talking to me or he may not be. But for now, help me pack some supplies for James and John before they leave.
And the Lord said to Moses, say to Aaron, take your staff and stretch out your hand over the waters of Egypt, over the rivers, their canals, their ponds, and all the pools of water, so that they may become blood. And there shall be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, even in vessels of wood and in vessels of stone. Everyone serves the good wine first. When people have drunk freely, then the poor wine, but you have kept the good wine until now. This is the first of the signs Jesus did at Cana in Galilee and manifested his glory. And his disciples believed in him.
Ew, bring that. Oh,
Mother,
What is it?
blood.
What have you done? What happened to the goats?
Hey, I didn't do anything. From the Nile.
he went to the water. All the water was blood.
Why would you bring it in here?
I'm going to see what's going on.
I just want.
Please, take whatever that is outside.
We just told them.
Do you think they would have believed me? Look, mother still don't believe me.
The whole village knows. There's Egyptians on the far side of the Nile digging for fresh water now.
What's going on?
I told you the whole river is like blood.
Deborah, come here. Let's go see. I want to check on the animals too.
Father, I didn't do anything to those.
I know. Didn't say you did. I want to check their water.
Happening.
I don't know, but Father, Moses.
Big.
I'll say, Adonai seems to you.
Perfect, bring it over.
So this is from that wedding in Cana?
Yes, this is all I have left.
Wasn't that weeks ago? Did you reseal it? Won't this wine be stale by now?
I didn't have any fresh skins to keep it. But I wasn't planning on drinking it. I just wanted the memory.
It must have been a memorable ceremony.
It was a wedding, yes, but the families were not the most blessed in the area. But that's not what I wanted to remember. This was the night Jesus revealed himself to others.
Hasn't he already been doing that?
Yes, to his disciples and to us, and a few others.
She means this is the first time Jesus openly made a miracle.
It smells fresh. Are you sure this is the same wine?
Wait till you taste it. Does everyone have one? Mary, lead us.
All right. Blessed are you, God, Lord of the universe, who brings forth the fruit of the vine.
Oh, this is delicious.
And the best is yet to come.
Ooh, you mean there's more?
No, this is all that's left.
Jesus is starting something new. He keeps referring to a coming kingdom. And if this sample is any indicator of the future, the best really is yet to come.
Jesus said to them, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me shall not hunger, but whoever believes in me shall never thirst. But I said to you that you have seen me and yet do not believe. All that the Father gives me will come to me, and whoever comes to me I will never cast out.
When is Father coming home?
What did you say?
When is Father coming home?
Soon. He went to the market.
Why did he go to the market?
What?
Why did Father go to the market?
I don't know. He said he had an idea.
Here, put these in your ears.
Oh, Adonai, that's so much better.
I never heard him so loud before.
Deborah, where is the grain?
Over by the fire. Why? I haven't begun dinner yet.
When I was at the market, the Egyptians were demanding food and grain from anyone who had it. All these locusts are eating everything in the fields.
But didn't the hail destroy all the crops already?
Most of it, I'm sure. But Pharaoh is demanding the Hebrews give up what we have to the Egyptians. He's begun to notice that we are being punished by Adonai as the Egyptians are.
Why doesn't Pharaoh just listen to Moses and Aaron? If he let us go like Moses said, none of this will be happening. Right, Father?
I don't know. The frogs, the flies, the boils, and sores. I get the feeling that Pharaoh would have chosen to listen to Moses by now if it was up to him.
What do you mean if it was up to him?
Father is saying that Adonai is proving himself. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you tell him better than I do. Go ahead.
Aaron and Moses told the people that Adonai would punish the Egyptians, yes, but also that he was going to prove that who he was to them and to us.
But we already know Adonai as our God.
We do, but some of us, we had our doubts that he was really with us anymore.
All these plagues are attacking the Egyptian idea of who God is to them and defending the true nature of who God is to us. They believed that the Nile River provided all the food and life they needed, but now they are coming to us because we have all the food that's left.
And the food, like real life food, is showing that Adonai is the real God?
Exactly. Where food is, there is life. We Hebrews rely on God and have food. Thus, we have life.
While we were out on the hills, Jesus then had us all spread out among the crowds. He said a blessing over the food, and he told us to pass out the bread to everyone sitting in groups.
And how many were there again?
How many would you say?
Many. Perhaps a few thousand men.
Not to mention all the women and children near the back.
Hey, go on, keep going.
Well, it was the strangest and yet most wonderful thing. As we went tearing and passing the bread to each group, it never stopped.
How do you mean it never stopped? What never stopped?
The bread, no matter how much I tore off, there was more left.
Yes, I don't know how to describe it either. It's as if the bread was a cup of water that never stopped pouring.
So, bread just kept growing out of it?
No, see, I wouldn't say that it grew, and I had to keep breaking it off. It didn't keep getting bigger, it just never got smaller.
What a sight that would have been.
Was it hot? Did it keep baking in your hands?
No, nothing like that. As I tore off a piece, there was a piece again in its place.
He could solve a lot of hunger in Galilee with that trick.
The bread wasn't the point, it was the draw.
Yes, a lot of people went away after the bread stopped coming. The poor souls didn't get it.
They didn't get any bread?
No, Joanna, they didn't understand where the food was, where the bread was coming from, where true bread and true life is.
Jesus was there doing his miracles, though, right? How could they not see?
Maybe they didn't want to. I don't know. Even as I was passing out the bread to the crowds, I could feel life, his true life moving through me. And I thought a lot of them still complained. It was both a very exciting and yet a very sad moment. Life was there for them to take, but they only saw bread.
Maybe instead of bread and fish and all this food, Jesus needs to be a bit more direct and just say so.
Well, yes, but I don't know how much more direct you need to be other than miracles that you can taste and touch.
The Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand towards heaven, but there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, a darkness to be felt." So Jesus said to them, "The light is among you for a little while longer. Walk while you have the light, lest darkness overtake you. The one who walks in the darkness does not know what he is going, where he is going. While you have the light, believe in the light, that you may become sons of light."
Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh, incredible.
I think the works of God can be both terrifying and incredible, children. Adonai is powerful and loving at the same time.
Oh, buddy.
How can they see anything? Can they see?
Enoch, what did Moses say?
He stretched out his staff to heaven, and it was as if a black hand enveloped the sun. We could see shadows begin to cover the Egyptians. They were crying out for Ra to save them.
Ra?
God of the sun.
He couldn't help. Adonai is so strong, the entire city went black. It's been the same these past few days.
Father, why do you seem so sad? The Egyptians are getting what they deserve.
Are they? What makes them so evil and us so special?
Have you forgotten the beatings the Egyptian masters have given you?
I sure haven't. My back already has scars.
And my heart breaks thinking about what they've done to you, to all of us. But why are we in the light? Why did Adonai only punish the Egyptians?
We do something wrong.
I know I haven't. Father, I haven't done anything.
And that's just it. We haven't done anything. It's been weighing on me after each plague. Every punishment against Pharaoh. I was excited at first, but now I feel undeserving of the protection and special attention from Adonai.
But he loves us, husband. He called Abraham. He called and chose our people. We are his people. Why would he not love us?
But why are we the chosen people? Abraham doubted, Jacob deceived, even Moses murdered. We don't deserve to be his people. Why choose to love us?
I'm just happy that we can see. I'd be scared to be them.
Yes, we could be in pitch black right now. I'm happy that we can see.
Light of the world. That must mean that Jesus is the light.
But he said to Matthew, "You are the light of the world." I don't think he meant himself. He told Matthew that directly.
But what John wrote down is clear. I even asked him to make sure he got it right. Jesus said, "I am the light," referring to himself. Maybe Matthew misunderstood and wrote the wrong thing.
I don't think so. When he was our tax collector, he was uncomfortably strict and precise. It was really annoying that he was so exact.
Don't you remember the bread? Jesus said that he was the bread of life. Everything is centered on him. Matthew sounds a bit selfish by claiming that we are the light. That's not how Jesus would have said it.
Mary, you yourself said you could feel his life flowing through you as you passed out the bread to the people. You were the light in that situation.
Wait a minute. This lamp, where is the light coming from?
What do you mean? The lamp is on, Joanna. The light is coming from the lamp.
Yes, I understand that, Salome, but where is the light coming from? The actual lamp itself or the oil?
Well, the oil is burning. That's making the light
And where is the oil?
in the lamp.
What if both John and Matthew are right, and Jesus said both things? What if he means he is the light? He is the oil that burns, but the oil cannot just be spilled all over and lit. What if he is the oil and we are the lamp? The lamp gives the light, yes, but it's not its own light. The lamp gives the light from the oil that burns inside of it.
Whoa, wow. Joanna, that's really good.
So we are the light that shows Adonai's light.
That's it. Perhaps that is why Adonai shows love to us, because we see him. We aren't in the light because of us. We're in the light because of him. What is it that Moses keeps asking Pharaoh for?
To travel into the desert and worship Adonai.
Doesn't that mean that all Adonai wants from us in return is to praise him and show the world who he is? God is not demanding our lives, our things, or our sacrifice. He wants us to be in the light so that while in the light, we can show the Egyptians. So we can show the world who he is, not who we are.
Maybe then we aren't chosen because of who we are, but we're chosen because of what Adonai wants to do through us.
But how do we take Adonai's hand off of the sun?
We can't. Pharaoh keeps claiming peace of God.
Yes, we can see because being in the light, God allows us to see, but he does not let them see too. They are in the dark now, but have seen the same miracles we have. What's even worse is that they've lived through them. In a way, you could say that they have even more reason to see and turn to Adonai than we do.
We can see what happens after God takes his hand off the sun. Everything will be plain to see then.
Tell all the congregation of Israel that on the 10th day of this month, every man shall take a lamb according to their father's house, and you keep it and keep it until the 14th day of the month of this month, when the whole assembly of Israel shall kill their lambs at twilight. When I see the blood, I will pass over you, and no plague will befall you to destroy you when I strike the land of Egypt. He looked at Jesus as he walked by and said, Behold, the Lamb of God.
Oh, you're so cute.
Naomi, come help me with the herbs and bread.
But Father brought him home days ago, and we haven't named him yet.
I know, but I need help preparing for tonight, and besides, it's probably best if we don't get too attached.
Why not?
Son, please take him to the street and gather the hyssop.
Father, why shouldn't we name our new lamb?
Because this lamb is not for
Are we selling him already? He is only a year old. Is he ready to be bred?
He's almost fully grown, Naomi. But no, we are not selling him, nor are we giving him away. We have him for a different purpose.
Oh. Oh no. But why did you have to bring him home? It only made me love him.
Family, come here. Gather round. We need to talk.
Tonight he has been taken from us.
Taken? What do you mean? The Romans?
Yes. John told me just a bit ago. He was on his way to the high priest's home to find out more.
What would they want from him? He hasn't broken any Roman laws.
I bet it was the Pharisees. They have been accusing him and accusing him, trying to trap him in his words every day at the temple.
Yes, we all know they have been out to get him for a while now.
But then why are we here? Where are the men?
They scattered. Some are hiding in various homes. I don't know about all of them, but we need to pray. And after that, I wanted to share something else with you.
Tonight, Moses and Aaron told Dad and I will death of all the firstborn sons.
Mother,
Don't worry, son. Adonai has also provided us a way to escape the coming angel of death. This is why we have a lamb among us these past few days. The lamb will be a sacrifice for us. Protect us from the judgment of Adonai.
But he didn't do anything wrong. Why do we have to sacrifice the poor lamb?
Because the way Moses explained, the death of the lamb will mean the angel of death will pass over us. The lamb's sacrifice will mean that death won't touch us.
The lamb will act as a sacrifice for us to keep us safe from the judgment of Adonai?
But I think this is important. Jesus did something tonight that we need to remember. You see, after the Passover meal, right before Jesus and the disciples left for the mount, he took up the unleavened bread and he broke it in half like this. He said, "This is my body given for you. Do this in remembrance of me."
In remembrance of me? Is he leaving? Where's he going?
What's going to happen with the Romans and Pharisees?
I don't know. The disciples looked just as confused as I did. But listen, this is important to hear. And remember,
I'm sorry, it's just a lot to take in.
Does this have something to do with the bread of life? I mean, what was Jesus talking about then? What does breaking bread at a meal and Jesus saying he is the bread that gives life? Is there a connection here that we're not seeing?
What happened after that? You said there was more.
Once the sun sets, we all Hebrews, are to sacrifice our lambs at the same time. Deborah, you will prepare the animal for our dinner tonight, while Daniel and I gather the blood and hyssop branches.
Not in here, Father. We do.
Adonai spoke through Moses, saying that we are to take the blood and spread it along the tops and sides of the doorposts.
We have to spread blood on our door?
This is the blood of the covenant with Adonai. When blood is spilled, it stands as a witness to the covenant. The angel of death enters the city to kill the firstborn of the Egyptians. The angel will witness the blood on the doors of God's people, and the angel will pass over our homes.
Then Daniel will be spared?
Then we all will be spared.
Wait, all of us are in danger? I thought you said it was born sons.
When death enters a home, all of the family suffers, those who die and those who remain.
So, by the blood of the Lamb, we'll all be safe.
Passed out new cups of wine. He stood and he held one up and he said, "This is the cup of the new covenant poured out in my blood."
Oh, Adonai.
Poured out, as in the cup turned over?
Yes, Joanna. What else would poured out mean?
Well, I mean, isn't that an expression of death? I've heard Chusa reading Torah out loud before. Didn't one of the prophets mention being poured out?
You're right. The disciples have discussed that too, but no one believed Jesus would be killed. Can he even be killed? Isn't he Messiah?
He's mentioning laying his life down, only to pick it up. But none of us knew what he was talking about. I don't know what it means either.
It sounds to me like Jesus is about to die.
Oh, don't say that.
Look, I don't want it to happen, but what else could he mean? My body is broken, my blood is poured out. It sounds like death to me.
But why? He's committed no crime worthy of death by the Romans. The Jews are angry, sure, but they can't do anything like that under Roman authority.
Please, everyone calm down. All I want to do was to bring this to you. I have no idea what to do about all that's going on. He left so quickly with the disciples after that. All of them looked so distraught. And Jesus himself said, he seemed as if he was had the weight of the world upon his shoulders.
Want him to die.
I know, Naomi, none of us do. The lamb doesn't deserve this, but because of his sacrifice, we will be safe.
But Adonai didn't have to do it this way, did he?
Once this is done, Adonai said to Moses and Aaron that we will be free to follow him. We will no longer be slaves of the Egyptians, free to follow Adonai where he leads us.
Adonai made a way for us to be free, to be safe, and to be with him. We will have to trust that this is what has to happen in order for us to be with him.
Poor lamb.
I know, Naomi, I know. But this is how much Adonai loves us. We have not been faithful, but he has. He has remembered us and loved us enough to provide a way for us to be free and to be his chosen people again. Perhaps one day in the future, God will find a way to free us without the need of more blood. Now, trust in him.
But the angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you seek Jesus who was crucified. He is not here, for he has risen. As he said, come. See the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell disciples that he has risen from the dead, and behold, he is going before you to Galilee. There you will see him. See, I have told you." So they departed quickly from the tomb with fear and great joy, and ran to tell the disciples. And behold, Jesus met them and said, "Greetings." And they came up and took hold of his feet and worshipped him. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my sons to go to Galilee, and there we will see me. The Egyptians were urgent with the people to send them out of the land in haste, for they said, we shall all be dead. So the people took their dough before it was leavened. Their kneading bowls were bound up in their coats on their shoulders. The people of Israel had also done as Moses told them, for they had asked the Egyptians for silver and gold and for clothing. And the Lord had given the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they let them have what they asked. Thus, they plundered the Egyptians.
I take.
None. We don't need it to slow us down.
But what are we gonna eat? The bread hasn't risen in the oven yet.
Flatbread will have to do.
Are we almost ready? Families are starting to leave.
We're trying. Why is this so rushed?
Are you excited? We've been set free.
Yes, of course I am. But I'm going to forget half of our belongings if I'm to run around like this.
It's fine. We can take a few minutes to go over the home before.
What is this? Where did you get this much gold?
There's jewelry in here too.
The Egyptians.
You stole it?
Hey,
No, they begged us to take it.
Who begs you to take all their gold? Has Adonai driven them insane with these plagues?
he practically ripped my book off. My pocket.
Will you let me tell it? We were carrying the cart back because the wheels broke. The Egyptian official in tears approached us, begged us to leave, and dropped it in our hands.
What kind of crazy person gives away their money to slaves? They were the ones going through all the horrible plagues. Don't they need it?
Yes, Adonai knows we will need it more than they do.
And we're to go where? Now that we're free, where is Moses leading us?
Into the desert.
What?
Will you be quiet and let me tell it? Moses called it the land of promise, not the desert. Something beyond the desert, somewhere special for us to be with Adonai. Sure to be a land flowing with milk and honey.
That sounds a lot different than how you used to talk. Where is all this hope coming from now?
Our God, He has delivered us from slavery and death, and so we will follow.
Hey, the neighbors are leaving.
Let's go.
Naomi, are you ready? The men are leaving.
I'm coming.
I feel so giddy. What do we do? What do we take?
Whatever will travel, but we can take our time, Joanna. The disciples haven't even left yet.
I'm just so thrilled. We saw him. He's alive.
Praise Adonai.
But to Galilee, what do you think he has there?
You know, what, I don't even care. Let's just leave it all.
You want to travel all the way to Galilee and take nothing with you?
Oh, I'm just
No
so,
change of clothes? No sandals? No food?
I'm just so eager to see him again. I can't believe it.
Well, I can't either. Neither can we, but I'm finding it hard to believe you right now.
Me? Why?
I've never seen you so ecstatic. You've been so Joanna before.
I have believed just as much as you have.
And yet with doubt and question.
Well, don't I have the right to understand before I follow? Besides, now everything has changed.
Praise God that it has.
Are the disciples ready to leave?
They're waiting for Thomas to arrive. Some of them are still pretty skeptical, but most are excited.
They believe us though, right?
Yes, I think Peter and John had to go check. But it has helped that he has appeared to some of them as well.
As if we'd been untrustworthy before?
We were the first to witness his resurrection. Oh, Adonai, you make so much sense now.
Praise Jesus. Is everything ready?
Joanna's been urging us on, so yes, we are all ready to leave.
Let's go. We can rally the men as well. Maybe he will be there when we get to his house.
Praise God, she is. Hopefully, all those who realize what has just happened will be filled the same way.
Well, they're all gone. Behold, the days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Not all the covenant that I made with their fathers on that day when I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt. My covenant that they broke, though I was their husband, declares the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after these days, declares the Lord. I will put my law within them, and I will write it on their hearts, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. And no longer shall each one teach his neighbor and teach his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me. From the least of them is the greatest, declares the Lord, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I remember their sin no more. The end. You gonna take a bow? They were really good up here, I tell you.